Actually, I'm gonna go directly to game. Ooh. I kind of ate with this. And I'm just a crazy person. I had to let my natural hair also show. I'm very happy with the makeup. I'm curious if the game sound is sounding, and this is gonna be very annoying. There's no sound? There is sound. This is crazy. Anyway, I wanna first see how my voice sounds, if it's like loud enough. I think this is better actually. Though I kind of lowered the game. Hello. Ugh. I hate hearing myself 100 times. Are you listening? How is the sound? Especially now that the game is also working. Cool. Are you gonna be in chat? Or are you doing via Discord? I should change my outfit. I kind of like this outfit. I know you'll be cooking, but still. Okay. I think I found a way to make the chibi respond to your voice, or like to respond to Discord sound, so I'm curious to use it next time then. Okay. What are you cooking today? Ooh. Well, yeah, actually. The weather in game or outside? I wish this was the weather outside. But in game is very good. It's very nice. I love how the clothes look when they are wet. It's amazing. By the way, do you keep hearing the chat sound that was sounding like last time? I struggle to speak. Where are we going? This is the wrong outfit. This is the correct outfit. Great. It means I have learned some technical stuff. Pasta, that's nice. I think I'm going to do the same thing, but later. So I said I was gonna have a snack before this, and I still haven't finished my snack. So. I just hope I'm not doing any ASMR. So, last time Emmett was mad at us because we told him how the future is gonna look, and I don't remember her name. Her sent us to find more stuff about Hermes, if I'm not wrong. Let's see. See you, the woman standing in front of yonder building? Her name is Ismene? Ismene? Who's gonna help me with pronunciation if you're in chat? She's the one who made arrangements for my stays in Elpis, and from what I recall, she has held her position here for quite some time. Chances are she can provide us with some insights. Go and ask your questions. I will help with drawing out answers if need be, but I leave the choice of topic up to you. What do you mean choice? I want to know everything. Questions for me? Well, I suppose I have no other pressing duties at the moment. The following event cannot be skipped. I love seeing this. You may wish to cancel any pending duty by the registrations. Let's go. Oh, it's not a fun one, never mind. Greetings. My friend here is desperately curious about Chief Hermes, and I was wondering if you might indulge her. Certainly, Mistress Venet. Anything to be of service. What do you wish to know? What do I wish to know? What are Hermes' interests? His interests? Well, he is an authority of flying life forms and has expansive knowledge of living creatures in general. Is that what you wish to know? How would you describe him as a person, as a colleague? He's a quiet man, reserved, you might say, and occasionally somewhat poor with his choice of words. His reticent nature, however, does not prevent him from carrying out his duties as chief overseer. I hope that answers your question. Was there anything else? How long has Mithion been here? I cannot rightly say, as the chief personal creation, Mithion has not been subject to observation and study like other concepts. So one day she was simply there, and what do you make of her abilities? I understand that she is a highly unusual familiar, able to read emotions and communicate directly with one's mind. Exactly how she was created with that talent, however, is a mystery to me. My apologies. I wish I could explain her nature in more depth, but I've not had occasion to discuss it with Chief Hermes. Do you trust him? I beg your pardon? I've known Chief Hermes for many years, though I cannot say we are close. He has never... What is that shadow? What is happening? He has never withheld information to the detriment of our duties, if that's what you mean. Forgive us, we seem to have veered slightly off course here. Is there perhaps someone else who could tell us more about... Mithion? That would be Timayos. He has a similar expertise with flying concepts and is more than eager to discuss the subject. You'll find him conducting his observation on the banks of the stream somewhere to the east. Oh, and unless you take a particular joy in rambling in discourse, I suggest you keep your questions concise. We shall keep that in mind. Thank you for your patience and your insight. Think nothing of it. If there is aught else you need during your stay, please do not hesitate to ask. Come on, yeah? I think we've taken enough of Ismin's time. Nope. Ooh. Our investigation is off to a fine start, wouldn't you agree? From here, I propose that we split up. I shall continue making inquiries with the resident observers. If you could track down the colleague Islam mentioned. Although, I feel compelled to take the reins of that previous conversation. Your fearless style of interrogation will eventually lead you to the answers you seek. All I ask is that you watch your footing around the stream. We can meet back here once you finish speaking with this Timayos. Okay. That way. Whee! Whee! Where am I going? Yes, I am Timayos, but please keep your voice down, you'll startle the birds. Which birds? Where are the birds? I see no bird. So, what is it you wish to speak about? What do you think of Chief Hermes' flying creations? Chief Hermes' work, a worthy subject indeed. Those beings which soar through the clouds, majestic and graceful, are ever a favorite of creators. Even now, with so many varieties in existence, the flood of newly imagined concepts continue unabated. What sets the chief's creations apart, however, is how they benefit from his boundless knowledge of the celestial realm. Birds that climb so high that they disappear from view, others which traverse the boundless sky in moments, and all without riding the currents. I know of none save he who can conceive of such marvels. Even we who prize elegance of form above all else, are dumbfounded by his genius. Why not mimic his process? What? You mean plagiarize? No. Now see here, when I take up the threads of creation and begin to wave, I must do so in belief that I'm giving birth to something beautiful. If in my heart I knew I was appropriating another's inspiration, that's not what he meant. That's not what he thought it was asked. In such an unconscionable, this grateful act would be deserving of the utmost scorn. Therefore, despite my admiration for Meteon as a concept, I have made a conscious effort not to delve too deeply into the inner workings of her nature. I know that she has a gift for communicating via emotions, but otherwise her abilities are a mystery to me. If Chief Hermes should choose to submit Meteon's concepts to the Bureau of the Architect, then will the design be registered for public scrutiny. Analyzing a colleague's creation before that step is frowned upon, to say the least. Of course, if he came to me, a fellow artisan, looking for advice, that would be an entirely different story. I like his hair. Do you know of Dynamis and Entelekis? Those terms do sound vaguely familiar. Was there not a flower made here in Alpes which exhibited properties of one or the other? It must have been centuries since I last heard anyone speak of such things. Has there been a resurgence in interest? No? Then why bring up the subject? I'm flattered that you sought my insight, but I cannot afford to neglect my duties for the sake of idle chatter. Now, I really must return to my observations. Surely you have your own tasks to attend to. Great. amazing. Good timing. I finished my own investigation not long ago. So have you any new findings to share? I see. Even an expert in the field had little understanding of Meteon's capabilities, let alone an awareness of Dynamis. My questions resulted in much the same answer. Hermes' colleagues view Meteon as his personal project and could provide no details beyond those which you just told me. Which leads me to believe that the only person with any significant knowledge of Dynamis is Hermes himself. Yes, we've made some progress here, but more information is needed if we are to reach any definitive conclusions. Okay. At present, the strongest link we have to the final days is the power of Dynamis and the Entelechis which can control it. Yet, most scholars are only vaguely aware of these terms, let alone study them in any depth, except for Hermes, it seems. Okay. Thus, I am inclined to stay our current course and learn all we can about the chief overseer and his familiar. And of the subject, was there aught else of note you can tell me about Meteon aside from her unorthodox method of communication? She and her sisters were created to journey to the stars in search for intelligent life. I rather wish you had mentioned that earlier. In any event, would you care to elaborate? So these siblings of hers now travel the great expanse in search of deeper meaning. Thank you. Though the mystery at hand remains unresolved, I feel you've touched upon a vital clue, one we should keep in mind as we continue. Next, I propose we take ourselves to Peripetea Crystalline. Not far from here, just follow the path to the west. I see no path. But okay. We believe you. Whee. No. This is pretty. This tower and the one further along are both part of Peripetea Crystalline, the facility where they archive all of Elpis observations and testing records. Despite how they appear from the outside, the interior is actually a vast area of magically interconnected spaces which, while fascinating, is not the reason we are here, is it? I shall cut my architectural lesson short and see what those two archivists have to share. If you could find someone to speak with over at the other tower, I shall join you there anon. I forgot to update my status. Did I update my status? The other tower. Still don't know how I feel about working with Vinant. Yes, that's her name. You have questions for me? Certainly. Just a moment while I conclude my current appointment. Indeed, so if you could provide a comprehensive log of those behaviors, we shall then have sufficient data for our official records. Now, what was it you wished to speak with me about? The chief overseer a personal research project, and by that I assume you mean Meteor. Yes, sir. Such undocumented studies are difficult to track. After all, hardly a day goes past without seeing a researcher trailed by one creation or another. I'm afraid I cannot tell you exactly when Meteon appeared, only that she now spends much of her time at Chief Hermes' side. Can we just ask her? Although, I do recall an interesting tale my dearest Galen shared with me. Galen is my partner and a fellow researcher here in Alpes. She was returning late one night when she caught sight of Chief Hermes sending Meteon heavenward, a host of them. For several days, she would speak of those scenes with wonder, describing it as one of the most beautiful spectacles she had ever witnessed. That sounds like a story I should like to hear. Oh, hello. Welcome back. Mistress Vinat, I thought you had already returned to the surface. Permit me to thank you again for your invaluable contribution to our concept placement proposal. Pray do not mention it. As you say, my original plan was to leave after that task, but I have since become engrossed with Chief Hermes' research. Would you favor me with a retelling of the sight which so delighted your Galen? Of course, or you could hear it from her lips directly if you prefer. At present, she should be observing a subject in Metabosis Thalassai. She does enjoy her time there, watching the sea creature hunt and play, gazing upon the sultry waters of the world's oceans, recreated in such sublime detail. I imagine you must find similar joy in indulging your boundless curiosity, Mistress Vinette, even though such pursuits must continually and regretfully delay your return to the star. Indeed they do. This is a rest well deserved and long overdue, I should think. How greatly have we prospered from the wisdom you accumulated during your travels as Azim? And what would Alpes be without your earlier academic work? The theories you developed served as the basis of many techniques still in use today. Okay, she's kind of cool. Man is a creature of contemplation, but none embody the nature with as much enduring passion as you. I dare say there is not a soul alive more worthy of a return. I shall rejoice the day you depart on your final journey. I will be honored, but she never does. She never will, I guess. Well, shall we take this opportunity to meet with Galen in person? Then allow me to reconfigure the door to the archivist here. It will take you up to the skyway and spare you the need to avoid hostile concepts on the ground. That would be the most helpful, thank you. Oops. path to the Skyway. Once you pass through the door, simply walk straight across to the next tower and ask for admittance to the upper tier. Upon arriving at the upper tier, walk straight across the Skyway, and you will find yourself at the entrance of Metabosis Talasi. Ghislaine will be eager to share her tale with you, I'm sure. Pretty. Wow. So nice. The tower ahead is still part of Peripetea Crystalline. We will need to ask for passage through to the upper tier. Yeah. Okay. Mistress Venat, just passing through? Then allow me to prepare the path. If you need further assistance, there is always an observer or two out on the upper skyway. Thank you. It's kind of cool around here, I guess. Kind of nice to walk with her. Wow, we're even higher. That's so cool. I like it. Mrs. Venant, I was not told to expect. We will have prepared an official welcome. Please, there is no need for fanfare. I don't think I ever said that word in English. I only wish to speak with Ghislaine if that might be arranged. Yes, Ghislaine, of course. I will inform her immediately. But she may be engaged in a testing phase. You could be in for something of a wait. Should I let her know your business is urgent? That won't be necessary. This lovely view will keep us occupied until she is ready to receive us. I agree. It's a very pretty view, so I'm fine. I'm fine with waiting. Voiced? Crazy music again.
A delightful breeze and a breathtaking view.
Not ready for screenshots. Keep forgetting.
What is it like in the future? Is the world still a beautiful place?
As beautiful as ever. Because my world is beautiful.
I swear I could hear the glimmer in your eyes and the adoration in your voice. While we wait, will you not tell me about your adventures? Well, not the portentous events which led you here, but the simple delights all your own. By learning about the future world, I may gain insight into future me's plans. But more than that, I have an interest simply as a fellow traveller. Short of going somewhere oneself, there's naught more stirring than hearing another's account.
What am I telling her about? About the first. And about all the fights there.
Would that I could have been there to see it.
That's cute too, yeah.
Yours is a harsh and unforgiving world. Yet in spite of this, your brethren hold fast to their virtue. To know that the light of mankind's potential still shines, even in that faraway place, it gives me heart. Thank you for regaling me with your tales. I will treasure every word.
I wish I would connect
As
emotionally
you know,
to
I
her
was
a bit
once
more.
scholar. And among other things, I sought to understand the workings of the world. What exactly is ether? How formed the laws of nature? Whence sprung mankind? Riddles and mysteries beyond counting. Over the years, I have managed to find answers to some few of them. Yet rather than attain a sense of mastery, the more I understood, the more I came to hold the world and its miracles in awe. We too are miracles, each and every one of us, born of the warm breath of life that traverses the heavens, swirling through eternity. When I fully grasped the improbability of our existence, nothing felt impossible anymore. If it could be imagined, it could be done. A passion swelled within me, an epiphany dispelling all preconceptions of what was natural and true. And a presence without, immense yet intimate. Fate, perhaps, holding us in its tender embrace. As reassuring as it was intimidating, how keenly aware I became of creation's fragility, built as it is upon precarious happenstance. I was overcome with an irrepressible urge to know the world more intimately, to hear its voice, feel its breath.
That's crazy. That was beautiful.
I ventured forth on a journey that very day, so very long ago now. Freed from presumption and prejudice, I saw the world through a newborn's eyes. Everything fresh and new, and so beautiful. Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning, and my purpose, my love. And so long as they need help, I cannot return to the star. Perhaps my future self is still waiting for it. The moment she can let go and walk unto the end. Safe in the knowledge that man will find his own way. You, who are our future, tell me this, and tell me true. Has your journey been good? Has it been worthwhile?
Pray forgive my lateness. My observation subject was rather irritable, and it took a while to settle it down.
Beautiful voice.
No need to apologize. Your work takes precedence. Besides, we had a pleasant conversation in the meantime.
You're too kind. Now then, I'm told you wished to ask me some questions.
Indeed. I've an interest in one of Hermes' creations. Meteon, you witnessed a host of them take flight, yes?
Oh, that! Yes, yes, I did. 'Twas in the dark of the morn. I'd left the Thalassai after nocturnal observation. As I walked along, I spied a bright light climbing high into the southeastern skies. Then, in an instant, it was gone, like a shooting star, only rising rather than falling. But then another shot up, then another, and another. Intrigued, I made my way to the edge to investigate. And who should I spy on an isle to the south but Hermes and Meteon, the Matea, rather. There were lots of them, and I realized they must be the shooting stars that I'd seen.
A dazzling spectacle indeed. Have you spoken with Hermes about this?
Oh, yes. The sight left such an impression on me that I approached him about his mystery project the very next day. Alas, he said that he couldn't reveal anything just yet, that he needed to conduct further tests. It shouldn't be long now, though. He often returns to that isle, and I have a feeling he's nearing a breakthrough.
Splendid. We are likewise eager for the details. Well, that is all we wish to ask. Thank you for taking the time to indulge our curiosity.
You're very welcome. It's always a pleasure to speak with other inquisitive souls. Oh, and will you be descending now? If so, I shall link the doors for you.
Please.
Sword, hello, hello. How you doing? That's Dog Bully? So for Vanette, do you mean the title? There are a couple of moments in Endwalker where it feels like the characters are speaking directly to the player. I fear they are trying to reach my heart, and they are succeeding. Cause what do you mean? That question made me emotional. And then I also realized, like, we keep hearing the beautiful song that, like, at the beginning I was always kind of connecting to Heidelin, and now having Vinette kind of talk over that music, absolutely beautiful. But again, I still don't know if I like her or not. I have mixed feelings still. I wish I was, as I said, I wish I was more connected to her, so she could, like, really get into my soul. So another piece of the puzzle falls into place. From what we've learned this far, I think we can safely conclude that Hermes hasn't been revealing the details of his research to others, which suggests that either someone will appropriate his discoveries and make use of them, or that Hermes himself will have a hand in causing the final days. Since we have no reason yet to suspect the former, we should consider the latter, the more likely possibility. Proceeding under the assumption, our next step should be to divine why, or even if he might desire such a terrible fate for our star. I don't think it's gonna be him. Because why would we still have a Fandaniel in the current day? Unless he's gonna do it very soon. Meaning he does not get to take the Fandaniel's place. I don't know. I should like to visit the site from which Hermes sent forth the Mythia. If we are fortunate, we might find some hint of what drives this research of his. Ghislaine said she spotted them in the southeast, rising from an isle she could see from the edge. If we stand at the same vantage point, it should not prove too difficult to locate the isle in question. Let's take a look, shall we? I love the sound this chair makes when I get on. It's so funny. Hee hee hee. Oopsie. Did I didn't attune to this. No, I tuned to everything. There's something I haven't attuned though too. Something on the upper levels. Whee! That's so pretty. I'm afraid, but it's very pretty. You did not see me. Kind of cloudy. I don't know if we're gonna... I think I see it. Never mind. It's not cloudy enough. Now, if we were conducting some mystery research, where would I go? If I... What about that one? Have you the means to fly? It's quite a distance away. Nope. Inconvenient, but probably an insurmountable problem. To me, Argos. The doggy! We're playing the doggy again. Hee hee hee. My friend, would you mind creating a double to carry Mania here over to that island? Stubborn creature. There's no place on this great star that we have not together traveled, and still he remains obstinate in the presence of strangers. Argos has rather exacting standards, I'm afraid. Well, we met before. What? You've written him before? Ah, your before meaning my after. Not at all confusing that. Interesting. This is certainly not unthinkable. But speaking of the here and now, the quick solution is for us to face off in a sparring match. Demonstrate to him that you are capable of holding your own against me in battle, and you should convince Argos that you are worthy of his back. And besides, I might even teach you a thing or two into the bargain. I did say we have to fight her. This is not what I meant. This is not what I'm expecting. Does it count though as a correct prediction? Can I count it? Am I allowed? You seem doubtful, but useful lesson or not, it will certainly be a moment to remember. A memory of the distant past to cherish. What say you, traveler out of time? Choose your battlefield. I admire your confidence, babe. Please. The things I've killed Clear your mind and prepare your weapons. I will await you at the clearing over yonder. Do I remember my buttons? Actually. Big kitty. Just realized I'm fighting her before I'm fighting Xenos. Shall we begin? Be warned, I'll not go easy on you. Okay. I wanted to speak some shit, but if I fail, then I'm gonna feel way too bad. Prove your strength, Finette. Okay. What is she? Does she have a... Ooh. What is that? Warrior? Paladin. Paladin. I don't think I've heard this song before. I'm trying to listen to lyrics, but they're a bit too
Let neither
not loud
side
enough.
hold back.
Oops. Okay. Okay.
My blade sings!
I see. Oh shit. Okay.
My blade sings!
Where is she? Jesus, I lost her.
Impressive. I shall have to try something different.
I do not want to face you. What? Oh. She's multi-class?
No quarter.
Oi. She's a dancer now?
Have a taste.
Now that's nasty. Ooh. Mm? Almost. Nope. Ma'am, can I get close, please?
I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I.
No, no. come on.
You've only just begun. Come at me with your all.
Nope.
My blade sings.
Your blade sings. Your bard.
Impressive. I shall have to try something different. Very well. Let us move to the final trial.
What? Nope. Okay. And chat is not updating, but I hear the sounds. I'm not sure. Okay, never mind. Ah! Nope. Nope. Why are there so many? I should have checked that. I don't know why this one. Jesus. I'm so stupid. Now on. Now.
Break your chains, shed your burdens, and show me your strength of will.
Okay. Okay. Now my chat updated. Let's see. I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening. Should I swap the Dragoon? Would that make it a bit easier? I'm not sure because I feel like I took a lot of damage though. This is one of those instances where you might actually lose, so good luck. Thank you. I feel like the last ones I've played, I died at least once. They're becoming harder. Time to use my dash. Oh, I never use it. I need to learn how to, I guess. I wasn't try again. Oh lord. That's the hardest part, I think. There's definitely lots of improvement to be made here. I mean, in my button pushing, I agree. I don't know. Let's try once with my Dragoon and see how it goes. But the push of the buttons might be very similar. But also I refuse to do anything but on the intended. There's two easy ones if I want to hear. Sure, you can. I will accept some advice. Sorry if I don't respond while I play though, because it's hard to do both. I'll get better at that too.
My blade sings!
That was embarrassing. I'll try to use my gap closer, the dash, whatever. I feel like I never used it on the Dark Knight though. It's easier for the it's easier on the Dragoon now because I used it more. When you say don't restart my combo, what do you mean? Because I feel like I never do it on purpose. I do misclick stuff sometimes. Maybe it's time to cut my nails, but I refuse. I don't know. I feel like I did better with Dark Knight because I had more life, more space to make mistakes. But one more try and then I switch back. Okay. Okay, I see. Wind, second wind.
Let neither side hold back. My blade sings!
like I just want to be safe here, but I also want to do some damage. Ooh, no.
Impressive. I shall have to try something different. No quarter. Have a taste.
Oh, I hate this one. See?
I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I.
Oh, I hate this one. I did not like this one.
Prepare yourself.
Ooh. Nope. Thank you for the advice. I don't know, to me it felt like my combos were a bit better this time than last time. But still not good enough. Okay. I was contemplating.
Let neither side hold back. My blade sings!
sings!
Why would you do that?
Impressive. I shall have to try something different. No quarter.
The fact that she's a dancer makes me not like her a bit more.
Have a taste. You won't be easily overcome, but neither will I. Prepare yourself.
No lifetime together one.
Very well. Let us move to the final trial.
What? I'm literally shaking right now. Please don't. Did I do it? Did I? Oh, Jesus. Does it count?
Break your chains, shed your burdens, and show me your strength of will.
I'm literally shaking. I don't know if you can see that.
You still stand. The people of your time are more resilient than I had dared hope. I have seen enough.
Happy or pleased, finally. Oopsie.
'Twas my intent to finish it, but clearly I underestimated you. One would think I never learn. I made the same mistake with Azam when we first sparred. Despite being less than half my age, her strength was astounding.
I cannot wait
As
to
is
meet the
yours.
current Azem.
Disclaim you have weathered considerable hardship. Far more even than your tales would suggest. It seems we have both learned much on our journeys.
I got the doggy approval.
Well now, I dare say he has warmed to you. A boon to be sure. He never forgets his favorites, and is ever eager to come to their aid.
Thank you. Yeah, I do think I have to practice more because I feel like the content itself apparently is becoming harder, and also doing a more like harder stuff in game kind of requires me to actually get good at it. And I'll definitely take this into consideration as well. I don't know. Until now, I feel like it was kind of easy. But this was, now that it's done, this was fun. Was this my third try? Getting good means you have more brain space for all the feels, I guess. Oh yeah, third Dragoon, it might have been fourth with the Dark Knight one. Yeah, you're right. I think you're correct. True. I'll swap back. I'm a bit more appropriately dressed than the previous outfit. I had to show her my beautiful legs in order to be able to prove to her that I'm good enough. Argus will soon have us standing on the very spot where the Mentia made their departure into the night sky. With luck, we will learn something of Hermes' intentions. God, my jaw hurts because I was clenching it so hard. I love that. My hope is that we find no connection, no festering wish for oblivion. Then we might have Hermes and his considerable expertise working for us rather than against us. That'd be a crazy full circle, actually, if he wants the world to die, connecting him to the current Fandaniel. Well, not that current, but you know what I mean. The recently expired Fandaniel. Let us move over to the edge before mounting, shall we? That will allow Argus to catch the currents rising up from below and give us a smooth ride over to the isle. Dragoon needs exposed lag for better aerodynamics, I agree. Where am I going? Ooh, current. I totally approve of these signs. We are at the research facility, so it can only be true. Oh, it made me jump. There you go, doggy. Hee. Argus motions to his back with his muzzle. You've been giving the go-ahead to hop on. Thank you, doggy. I appreciate it. Hee. Look at us. Look at us. I'm taking pictures, just in case we become friends. She said, isn't this pleasant? Argus certainly seems to think so. Well, I'm happy the doggy is happy. Now, what was the name of that tree? Noe something. Noe thoferon. Jesus. Quite a striking specimen, is it not? Oh, are we going to the further one? Or just this one? I feel like the other one is sneakier. If you wanna hide, you could hide there. Brace yourself for the landing. I wouldn't want you tumbling off at the last moment. Tumbling off.
Quite a small place, lacking even the most basic equipment. The present may yield no clues, but we may yet try perusing the past. Have you done this before?
Is she giving us the gift
So you
here?
cannot control the power freely. Worry not. I shall assist you. Come and stand before me.
Ooh.
There are two ways to see the past. The first entails peering through the walls of the soul in the moment a subject is recalling a memory. The second requires no subject, and is instead a process of piecing together an event from ripples left in the ambient ether. As memories are etched upon the ether of the soul, so too are they etched upon the ether of the world. In this way can history be preserved. Such memories are given to fading, however, and can prove challenging to visit. But come, let us try. Close your eyes.
All units fully functional and proceeding on course towards their respective stars. Estimated time to completion of survey is 108 cycles. End of status report. Severing connection with shared consciousness.
God, she's so cute and like.
Did you hear that, Hermes? All is well.
Yes. Good Good tidings at long last. Every step of the way, I've been reminded how little we understand creation. How the universe defies imagination.
But soon we won't need to speculate. We'll know the answers. What others live for.
Indeed. And we'll owe it all to you and your sisters.
I wonder what answers we will get.
Whatever intelligent beings that exist out there are bound to be vastly different from us. Diverse in form and culture, possessed of unique ways of thinking. Their conception of life and its purpose will be no exception. Completely and utterly unlike ours.
Utterly unlike... how?
I have no idea. Yet whatever answers we receive, I will not dismiss them out of hand. No, I will think earnestly on them all. And I will share them with our people, that together we may contemplate our own existence. Perhaps then our star will become a better place. Not only for man, but for all life.
Okay, so he's a good guy. We can trust him. I think.
Meteon, as though I gave you wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet. Learn to walk and run and so much more. And when you return, older and wiser, we will have a celebration to mark your homecoming and coming of age both.
Will there be apples covered in syrup?
And how are you supposed to eat them? Rather than food, perhaps... a flower. Yes. Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
So, what is your opinion?
What do I actually truly believe? I feel like the only way for this guy to actually become a mean one and want everybody to die would be for something very bad to happen. Which I cannot really imagine. So I think he wouldn't wish for the final days.
I'm inclined to agree. As we had suspected, the two are somehow involved. Yet 'tis difficult to believe that they would deliberately seek to end all life. In light of this, I propose that we reveal your tale to Hermes himself. If he does not wish for the final days, as we believe, he may well join us in pursuing
My
a solution.
headphones just died in the middle of this. This is insane. I'm sorry. Does it work? Yes. Bro's kind of depressed though. I guess he is, but I don't think... I don't see that as a solution, I guess. He's a paragon with that this implies. I don't know, I feel like I have mixed feelings about everybody here, besides Emmett. Emmett is my boy. And I kind of already know what his stance truly is. Everybody else I still feel like I don't fully trust. Emmett is a perfect person and can do no wrong, exactly. He's never wrong. I feel like this whole story just made him, like what I'm finding out now, is just making him look even better. But I might be biased.
Then it is settled. Let us seek out our friend with all swiftness. 'Twould not do to let such a pure soul be blackened by tragedy.
Genocide. Just a day of the week. What do you mean? Well, I like to believe the story is set in better times than what's happening in the world. I cannot wait, honestly, to see where things are going and who are my true friends, or who's a good guy and who's not a good guy in this story. But sadly today I have to go. This was very beautiful. Again, I still have mixed feelings about this girlie. I don't know how I feel about her and if I fully trust her, but I cannot wait to see what happens. I don't think they would have really made her a bad character. I don't know. I feel like I need to sit with my thoughts and probably write them down, figure out what's happening. But there's another question that I have though, or another thing that I keep not fully grasping. If the creations of Hermes are roaming the universe here, will they meet dragons? 'Cause dragons came to the source from another planet. I feel like I still don't understand how the duplication of like celestial things in Final Fantasy, if like the moon that we have that Heidelin created, or Venat maybe, is just for the source. Does the first have one? Does the first have any moon? I'm pretty sure there is a moon, so I'm just lost. But I hope to get my answers next time, or soon-ish. Next stream is actually going to be tomorrow, if you guys want to join. I thank you for being here today though. Hope you enjoyed it, and have a nice day. Answers, that's the name of the song. That's the name of the game, yeah. Well, I shall see if I get all the answers I want. Have a nice evening.